Hi, Andrew.
Hi, James.
You good?
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you very much.
Nice.
Yes, I thought also welcome our audience. Thank you for joining us.
Indeed.
We've got 4 episodes left. So,
wow.
yeah.
It's getting quick.
It's going very quick.
That's good.
And
because we don't like season 2, do we?
Well, but you don't like season 2?
Well, getting better seasons, aren't we?
Thanks for watching. No, we are getting towards. No, you're right. We're getting through the hard time.
Yeah.
Good. But
Like Q
so
was really good.
Q was very good.
Yeah.
Matt Arnold was very good.
Yeah.
Measure of Man, that's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit more up and down than season 1.
Yes.
So far, do you feel like you've enjoyed season 2 more or season 1?
Oh, yeah, season 2. Better than season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Season 1 was consistently crap, whereas season 2 is, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Might be a 1, might be a 6.
It's true, it's a bit of a mixture.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've got an interesting episode to review today.
Indeed.
Which is probably going to be more of the
James's highlight of season 2.
More of the bad side of season 2.
Really?
Well, I don't know, but it's got a mixture.
Yeah.
It's got a mixture of good and bad.
Mhm.
Well, we can get into the episode, and then we can talk about what we think of it, and we'll also find out what you guys, if you voted, thought of the episode.
Indeed.
What brings you so far from home?
We look for things.
What were you looking for?
Things we need.
Can you be more specific?
Things that make us go.
So, Samaritan Snare. Samaritan Snare. So, interesting title.
Yes.
So, Samaritan sounds like, obviously someone out to save a stranger or a neighbour.
Indeed.
Which is, for me, it's that biblical story.
The Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
And then Snare is almost like a trap.
Yeah. Backstab.
Yeah.
Maybe we should rewrite that parable.
And call it Samaritan Snare.
Yeah. The Good Samaritan Snare.
Yeah. It's broken. He said.
Yes.
They go to Epsilon 9 sector.
Not a great sector, to be honest.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But they want to investigate a new pulsar cluster, because that's a very important thing to mention.
It is.
It's not really.
I hope they mention it later on in the episode, because that's the whole reason for them going, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It'll be very important after all the whatever happens in the episode, because we know episodes don't just happen really smoothly. We hope that by the end of the episode,
They think
resolved.
what they
Go back to that pulsar and like, that's what we're planning. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Wesley Crusher has to lead the Enterprise. To go to Starbase 515.
It was mentioned quite a few times. 515.
Yeah. It's felt like that other episode.
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. Montgomery.
Yes.
We are en route to Starbase Montgomery for engineering consultations prompted by minor readout anomalies. We will have Starbase Montgomery give us an independent reading. Certainly another option, but as we are stopping at Starbase Montgomery anyway, we'll let them do the analysis.
I don't recall Starbase Montgomery being on the mission itinerary.
Captain Picard, we're within hailing range of Starbase Montgomery.
Enough!
Was it Starbase Montgomery?
No, this is not. This is Starbase 515.
No, in that other episode.
It was. Was it an episode we watched it already?
Yeah.
When they figured out the whole problem.
Because that Starbase is named after a person, whereas this is Starbase has got a number.
Yeah. Maybe because they haven't got round to it. There's 500. They've got to 500. But haven't got to 515 yet.
Okay. So Picard and Wesley. Oh no, they leave the ship, but before that.
Yeah, Picard hasn't chosen to go with Wesley yet.
No. He has to have a heart operation. He's chatting with the doctor about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to have it here, thank you, but no thanks.
Yeah. And Lasky says, "Oh, you do have an ego," or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's quite blunt about it.
Yeah.
Quite brave of her.
It's very brave. Yeah. He has an ego and doesn't want the crew to know about his heart condition.
Then we'll perform the procedure right here.
Absolutely not.
My staff and I are fully capable of giving you the replacement.
That's not the point. It would be inappropriate for you to carry out the procedure.
Captain Picard, I had no idea. You do have an ego, don't you?
Meaning?
You're concerned about your image.
He's in a bit of a bad mood and they're walking down the corridor with Geordie and Ensign Gomez. So Ensign Gomez is back.
Oh, yes. I think so.
Yes. This is the last time we see her.
Is
She's
it?
in that other episode.
To link you in.
Yeah, which is still hot chocolate all over the cunt.
Yes, the vital piece of the plot that we discovered last time.
Exactly. But we need Ensign Gomez because obviously someone needs to take over engineering when the plot has to start.
Hey, don't!
Clark and Wesley go in a shuttle into Starbase 515. Yes. So I did hear, or read, sorry. No, I didn't hear it, I read it actually.
If you spoke it as you're reading it, you could hear it as well.
Yeah, true.
Did you read it out loud?
No. Okay. No. They didn't have the budget, but they will use Captain's yacht.
Right, okay. Do we ever see the Captain's yacht in all of Next Generation?
Only in the films, but that wasn't the Enterprise D.
Is that Enterprise E?
Yeah, you know when Data is attacking the ship to remodulate their shields.
Oh,
and
which
it's
film?
shut down.
Insurrection.
Right. Yeah, that's the Captain's yacht.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I think I actually see it coming out
right.
of
Okay.
the ship. The distress call comes, and this is where the entry at the end.
The snare.
The story gets very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So what's so interesting is
Or get denied.
yeah, it's nice.
Deanna unhelpfully letting Micah know just when it's too late, don't go over there.
Commander, do we truly need to send our chief engineer over to them?
Obviously, they need our help.
Why do we not simply give them the information they need to make their own repairs?
Do you honestly get the impression they could handle our technical specifications?
We do not know anything about them.
Acknowledged, Mr. Worf. We have an obligation to render aid.
Commander. Lieutenant LaForge is on an alien ship?
Yes, we're rendering assistance to some curious throwbacks.
He's in danger. Great danger.
Can you be more specific, Counselor?
It's not our help they want.
Well, our help is all they're going to get. They can't force us into anything, can they?
You think they're weak?
Look at them. They're certainly not Harada or Romulan.
Our Betazoid counselor is often aware of things beyond our perceptive abilities.
Yeah, so a lot of things wrong there, wasn't there? So it was too late. I mean, where was Deanna? Like, was she sleeping? Maybe her senses weren't fully working.
Yeah.
Because Wolf said, like, so basically, we meet the Pakleds.
Yeah.
They've got some problems.
They could go.
Yeah, they're going, something, our engines are broken.
Yeah.
And Riker says, let's send Geordie over there. Because Geordie pops up the bridge. He happens to pop up and set at the right time.
Brilliant.
Oh, I can help.
Yeah. Love it.
And then Wolf. It's interesting because Wolf can normally be seen making a wrong suggestion, but his suggestion makes complete sense. Is it best to send our chief engineer? We don't know anything about them.
Yeah. He's right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. And it's too late. Geordie's already over there. And Deanna pops up. Oh, why's Geordie over there? It's like when she's really needed, she's
Convenient.
not there. Convenient not on the bridge. They didn't get out of the episode this time because there's two things they've done. Like they should never have asked those questions because it's an episode. It's like let's make the crew look like idiots episode, and make the rifle look like a complete moron.
They could have had Deanna go with Picard and Wesley on the shuttle. That way Deanna wouldn't be able to say too late.
Yeah. Or the other guys could just take them there, because warp speed doesn't take long. They're not that far. They're going to stop warp.
I was saying, how fast does the shuttle go?
Well, they ain't got warp capacity,
Okay.
but it wasn't like a long journey. Surely they could go.
Yeah. Why are they going on the shuttle then?
So I think they went to look at the cluster, but then they got an emergency call, didn't they?
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, because that's why he was disappointed. He said, Riker said he really wanted to look at that cluster, didn't he? I wonder why he had to leave, because he wanted to investigate this thing.
But you're right, if it doesn't take long to go, like warp speed, just drop Picard and drop Wesley off.
Yeah, there's no urgency, is there?
No.
I mean, there's no like quick. You need to.
Don't know.
I think plot was the answer.
Yeah. Right, we need this to happen, so
Wesley and Riker, Picard, can have a conversation.
They could have just dropped them off at the starbase, and they could have had their conversation at the starbase. Doesn't have to be on the shuttlecraft.
So Riker's not done a very good job, I don't think.
He's a rubbish captain.
Yeah, he's rubbish.
He's impulsive. Yeah.
He's ignored both of his officers, who clearly have got skills in the areas there. Wolf, insecurity, Troy's empathic abilities, and he's ignored both of them. I'm surprised they didn't speak up more.
Yeah.
Especially Troy. Back on the shuttle again, Wesley asks, why didn't Pulaski do?
Yeah. Yes. Ironic. Considering she does it at the end anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we all agree that Wesley should be shot. I like his one-to-one times with Picard. It kind of makes it almost draws us in to be that instant learning from the great captain.
Yeah.
Like you think about the great people that you'd like to meet, like a celebrity or a great philosopher or whoever it is, you admire them for something they've done or who they are or something that you want to spend time with them and learn from them, just listen to their wisdom, their knowledge, expertise, experience, etc. So I like dialogue like that.
Yeah.
So that I get drawn in. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me now. I'm Wesley learning from this great Captain Picard.
Yeah, I feel that this is the best part of the episode is the shuttle interactions.
Oh, and the
sandwiches. For me,
and the sandwiches.
I think that's the best scene in the shuttle is when they're having sandwiches.
It's so white. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's not really a healthy sandwich, is it?
It's like, okay, that's very white middle class English.
Oh, we must put the bread was white.
Oh no.
Yes, they weren't using whole milk.
I'm talking culturally.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm thinking
maybe it's very British.
You're like 300 years in the future or something. And okay, yes, there is a chance that your culture in the future can still enjoy sandwiches the way we have today, but I really doubt it. On the plus side, they cut into triangles. So that's nice.
Yes. It's like a little tea party. Then it cuts back to the Enterprise again. When Geordi fixes the guidance, but the main power then cuts out.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the Pakled alien species?
Bizarre. Like, I really like it in that the way they talk is very simple.
Yeah.
And I get the idea that they just nick stuff from everyone and make them strong.
Yeah.
Which is fine. A bit like a pirate kind of thing.
A bit like Ferengi in a way as well.
Yeah.
Kind of funny way.
But to me, something just doesn't add up. Like, you can't be that simple and get to where you are with all this different equipment.
Yeah,
Um,
because you've got to have some kind of cunning. You can't fool.
yeah, especially like Romulans. You know, Romulans are notorious at being deceptive and devious and intelligent, actually.
I think Federation are the most likely to fall for that because of the nature of Federation to help
Yeah,
compared to any other race.
Klingons wouldn't.
Yeah, all the
They would ignore it or just put them up.
exactly.
Well, I don't think they would put them up if they were weaker.
Well, they wouldn't respond to it distressful, would they?
It's true. Yeah, yeah. But it doesn't mean that they've caught the, you know how they've got loads of technology from different races. It doesn't necessarily mean that they've used the same entrapment method.
True. Yeah.
They could have attacked other ships or,
Yeah.
bartered for it.
But they don't show that they're intelligent and smart.
Yeah.
They present themselves as...
It's interesting, yeah, because they're doing that whole entrapment snare, the Samaritan Snare scenario. So they do have that level of intelligence to do
work
that.
out. Yeah, strategize.
Yeah, but
it didn't make it as believable. So they took advantage of their missing marbles to pull them into releasing Geordie.
Yeah.
So, which is it? Are they smart or not smart? It's a bit ambiguous, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Because they're presented as being not smart, but then how do they come up with all these plans to steal this technology and get away with it? Because if they start from the Klingons or Romulans...
Maybe their plan wasn't too intricate. Because their plan essentially was, let's get an engineer on board or someone to fix our ship. And when it's fixed, we'll just take them hostage and then they can make us stronger. That's a big risk from their part, which I don't think they calculated. Because, if it was a race other than the Federation,
to be destroyed.
Yeah. It's like you've just kidnapped one of our people. Fire.
Yeah. My thoughts on the aliens, I'm not sure about them. What was the thinking behind creating this type of alien, this alien species? Was it for comic value?
I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
I like the simplicity. I think it's fun.
Yeah, they were funny, but it was like, but there was that element of danger. It wasn't. It's trying to reconcile both.
Yes.
Those Geordie's an immediate threat, but we've got these aliens who are quite funny, and how's that all work?
Yeah.
And we've got Riker, who's not very good at his job.
No.
It's almost like all this happens, and the execution of the episode didn't seem to go well.
Yeah.
I felt like I was just watching the episode. It wasn't really fully engaged. I'm more concerned about the cast, what's happening with him.
Oh, yes.
I think that part of the story was better. I wonder if they had a primary storyline or a B story.
Sometimes they don't they? They have two plots going on.
They do. I have read, I can't remember which episode it was, but I have read they do that sometimes because they're not 100% certain the audience are going to be happy with just that particular storyline.
Right. Okay.
And a sci-fi element. So if it ends up being more of a character-related episode.
Yes.
So, okay, we need to put a sci-fi element to it.
If they don't think the main plot is going to be strong enough, they put in an extra.
Yeah, thing to make it.
Side quest.
Yeah. The cast storyline is good enough. They could delve into that a bit more.
Yeah,
they do.
We need good writers to go to that.
And they do delve into the story a bit more, because obviously you learn about Picard, why he's got an artificial heart.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about he had to fight with the Not-So-Cleverness.
Oh yeah, we see that in
a later episode.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite episodes, called Tapestry.
Right.
Yeah, which is in season 6.
That's with Q, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Wesley said something like, "Oh, is this before the thing I was trying to Federation?"
Yeah.
Several friends and I were on leave at Farspace Starbase Earhart. That was little more than a galactic outpost in those days.
Was this before the Klingons joined the Federation?
That's right.
That's not true, is it? They're not part of it.
No. Oh, there's an alliance though, isn't there?
Yeah, and I think there's something went wrong there.
Right.
And they went, yes, that's right.
That's true. I didn't clock that at all. Yeah.
I didn't initially.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because obviously the Klingons aren't part of the...
No.
Yeah.
It's the peace review. That's what I understood.
Yeah. But I guess season 2, maybe during the right strike, maybe they can change certain parts of the script.
Oh.
It's nice character development because obviously mostly asks questions about, you don't like kids, do you want kids, would you want to get married? You see more of the cards like, it's very like, guys, by listening for a thing, doesn't make it so.
Yeah.
Get about the make it so things in there.
Yeah, he's quite a private man and a very proud man as well.
Yeah, private.
I think he's slightly more open with Wesley because of their past and his past with Beverly.
And his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still a very proud man, isn't he?
I like the fact that the writers in the future, like they grab bits from the old, like season 1 and 2, and then perfected.
Okay.
The fact they looked into that story about how Picard lost his heart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that was really well done.
Yeah. It is good when things are picked up from previous episodes and seasons and that information is brought out and used again. Yeah.
Yeah. You also learn more about Picard, about arts and history and philosophy.
Oh yeah.
It's really into that. It's really cool. I think he says you should read more history to Riker in the next episode as well.
Right. Okay.
And then we go back to the Enterprise, and George has been shot a couple of times. I think they worked out the Pakleds are not dumb because they programmed this all along.
Right.
That's when the Enterprise crew learned that there was no malfunction, and they shoot Georgie again.
Yeah, strange, isn't it? Still don't get it. Like the level of they're simple, but they're very intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah. They're fun though. Just the way they just keep surrounding Geordie and talking to him. Make us go. We want to be strong. Don't try and trick us. We can tell. Yeah.
I forgot to mention to you, yes, I think the captain of the Pakleds ship is the same captain in A Matter of Honor. We mentioned about how stupid the captain is in Matter of Honor.
Yeah. They thought, we could use that again.
Yeah, he was used again.
Yeah.
In as a Pakled.
Things that make us go. We need help. You almost had me believing this was a misunderstanding.
But
the Enterprise has changed course and is following us. Why?
Ask them.
The reason is obvious. Their intent is clear. How long before we make contact?
Less than 15 minutes, sir.
Put the ship on full battle alert. Arm all photon torpedoes. Let them charge into their destruction!
Pakleds asked for all their computer information.
Yeah.
For share it. Yeah. And there we go. Then they arrive at Starbase 515, which looks like Angel 1.
Does it really?
Yeah, because it's the same map painting from that episode.
Brilliant. To be fair though, that's such a long time ago in terms of when you're watching it.
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
I don't know how different it is.
Actually, no, it's the same image.
I read it up on it.
Okay.
Yeah, geez.
But you didn't check it.
No, but you'll see the difference now. There we go.
Wow, okay.
Very similar, or the same. Yeah, who are Gerard?
No idea. Where were they mentioned?
In this episode, there's technology. I feel like I recognise the name, but I don't remember them. The Gerarda.
Gerarda. A reclusive insect-like species native to the planet Gerarda. The Next Generation episode, The Big Goodbye.
Oh, there we go.
That's triangular face with a broad forehead.
Oh, is that the one where he's like... That's that one. There we go. That's when I had to learn that language. Yeah, so they stole technology from them as well. I was trying to remember what.
Right.
But from them, they're from the big goodbye.
Mm.
I found out
So
from yourself.
it must be really smart then to be able to get away with a lot of theft.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Maybe it's just the way they talk is simple, but actually they're quite smart.
Yeah, a bit like us.
They may merely have poorly developed language skills.
But I don't think they're that smart because
They have to be able to steal those.
They're not intuitive because
Yeah.
Riker, Worf, and Data start trying to pass a message to Geordi going, "I'll miss you as weapons specialist."
Oh, that's so funny. I love that data.
Yes, 24. I don't know what that number was. Oh, 24, do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that bit.
You like that bit?
I did, yeah. I know it's funny.
Well, because it was so bad, or because it was
Yeah.
so...
I love the way Data says it.
Oh, yeah, because...
Like, so longingly, like, I'll miss you at Weapons Specialist Station number 5, Geordie.
You're an excellent chief engineer, Lieutenant LaForge.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, your knowledge of phaser and photon weaponry is unmatched.
But that's nice of you to say, sir, but it's really Lieutenant Worf that...
Our missions are always inherently dangerous, and any of us could be called upon to make the ultimate sacrifice at any time.
Well, yes, sir, but...
Speaking of time, this may be your time. I shall personally miss you.
Goodbye, Geordi. I shall miss you at weapons systems analysis.
Uh-huh. And I guess you'll just have to arm your photon torpedoes without me.
As well as our hydrogen collectors. Fond farewell.
He knows about weapons.
You can make us strong.
Well, it's not something that I really like to talk about.
Any classified weapons knowledge you share with your captors will be considered treason.
But I may have no choice.
You will die without honor.
Thanks a lot, Worf.
You will never attain the 24th level of awareness.
24, huh? That's quite a challenge.
Indeed. 24 is the gateway to heroic salvation.
And you see Geordie there trying to figure it out.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he does figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Back on to Starbase 515.
We need a biomolecular physiologist in here. This man is dying.
Yeah, because at the start he says, "Oh no, it's a routine procedure. We've done it 100 times. We'll be out here in no time."
Yeah.
Next scene, "You're gonna die. We're gonna do something now."
Yeah.
Okay.
The other guy's like, "Can you do this?" "No, I'm not qualified."
Then why are you here?
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
Al.
surely, who is the person?
That we can't mention because it's a
can't
surprise.
It's a surprise. Well, it's not much of a surprise because they go, "Oh, we're getting an urgent message from Starbase 515."
Yeah, God's dying.
Yeah.
I need Plaskiller.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because no one else on Starfleet can do that
Sure.
job, which is they've done hundreds of times before. That is a routine procedure.
Yeah. But apparently it was very unlikely that what would happen.
Right.
But you should have someone available in any operation.
Especially from Pakleds, right?
Yeah, you would have someone on standby, surely.
You would have thought so.
Yeah.
All qualified people to be there.
Exactly.
Do you like their red outfits?
I do. Yeah, we get to see them again later on, don't we?
I think they have that in Deep Space Nine. The red.
Are they? Maybe. Yeah. Were they red? They might do.
Maybe that was Dax's transponder.
Yeah. They had them in that episode Ethics when Wolf has surgery on his spine. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the empty cartons that fall in them.
Yeah.
Oh no! Quick!
You have to be careful. Yeah, it's very light canister.
Yes.
So, anyways, Geordie is eventually rescued because
Because they're cunning plan.
Words.
Yeah.
So they
we're not smart.
No, I don't really. I got confused by this bit. So what they've done here, correct me if I'm wrong. So Geordie disarmed their weapons, and then the Enterprise released the hydrogen buzzer collectors, and it's ignited or something. So like a nice light show. Can't fire now.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. And we are not strong. And that's it. Beam them across.
Yeah.
Onto the bridge.
Job done.
O'Brien's not needed. Just beam them from one bridge to the next.
Exactly. Why have transporter room?
Yeah, why do Yeah, we could just do that. Exactly.
If you know, let us know. Why do they have transporter rooms when you can just beam someone straight to where you want them to go?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Basically.
Pelosi.
Pelosi.
Yeah, in the alternate universe.
Right, yeah.
Pulaski comes and saves the day.
Well done. And they do it when the camera's behind her, so you don't know it's her.
No.
Until the big reveal.
That's why they got the outfits, to make it more of a reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see the back of her head. Oh, maybe we could put like a thing on.
Yeah, helmet.
Yeah. So yeah, and Picard's not very happy.
No.
I did like the cushion he was lying on though. It looked very comfy.
Oh.
Like a little, like a little scatter cushion.
Okay.
Yeah, very small cushion.
Nice.
And
I like Pulaski though.
Yeah, it's redeeming qualities, more redeeming qualities near the end, like in this particular episode.
Yeah, she's actually better than I remember.
Yeah. And I liked it when they get on the bridge.
Oh yeah. That's brilliant.
I beg your pardon.
What would you do differently, or how would you write it differently?
I would update the medical equipment because it's all cheap plastic. I was looking at it thinking, what? That's like some really basic PVC perspex something or other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the stuff that's covering when Picard's lying on the bed, the stuff that goes over him.
Oh, over his. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like all these like yellow and an orange and just bits of perspex going across. I was looking at it thinking, I had that in design technology at secondary school.
Oh,
so
they're really bad. I noticed it.
Yeah. So that needs to be updated, really.
Fair enough. Okay. I think they should have used the captions yacht. That would be cool.
Yeah. That's true.
And also give that line about Klingon joining the Federation.
Yes.
Not true.
Have some sausage rolls with the sandwiches.
Yeah, and also the plot. Like, I don't know, what's that about the sandwiches?
You hungry?
Yes. Put something else in the sandwich.
Have some sausage rolls with the sandwiches.
Exactly.
Make it a whole meal, like a picnic.
Yeah. Some cake. Imagine the cake we made actually. Yeah. Anyway, but also none of the plot could have happened if all the characters hadn't suddenly become morons that week.
We're going to leave all of our training to one side for today. See what happens. Prime directive? Nah.
Forget about that.
Listen to my colleagues? Nah.
What do you think they did really well, though, in this episode?
I like the coded dialogue between Geordie and Enterprise.
Yeah, especially between Wolf, Riker and Dave.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, the Pakleds aren't going to pick up on this. Let's try and communicate something to get Geordie out of the situation. Not bad. Okay. And the conversation with Wesley and Picard.
Yeah, I agree with the conversation between Wesley and Picard. I like that. And also, something that's not something that minor, I thought was quite good, was the shuttle. They used stock footage normally of previous episodes.
Oh yeah, it's a new shuttle.
It's not a new shuttle, but they use I think it's from Unnatural Selection. The shuttle's leaving, but what they've done in the Blu-ray, Shuttle 2 is leaving, but in the original effect shots, you can see it says Shuttle 1. So just change the Shuttle 2 in the Blu-ray.
Right. Okay.
Just edits it to fit the dialogue.
What's the one that's used in where there's two Captain Picards?
It's like a smaller one, isn't it?
Yeah, and that one's more boxy. This is a bit more curved.
Yeah.
They are different shuttles.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's bigger. Yeah. They are different shuttles. And they have other shuttles later on. I think they upgrade again eventually, don't they? What lines stood out to you?
Make us go. Close hard.
Yes. We look for things. I just put the story with Nausicans.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything you found funny?
Data's farewell to Georgie. Georgie. Hi, Georgie. Or Geordie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Geordie. I'll miss you on Weapons Specialist 5.
Yes. What I found funny was how bad Riker was as a captain. Also a bad acting moment.
That doctor, before he asked for the neuroscientist specialist, he asked for some equipment with his hands. He's like, like him the
without using any dialogue.
Yeah, no dialogue at all.
Okay.
Go back and watch it. I don't remember that. I was like, what is that? They should replace him with Nicolas Cage.
He got my attention though when I was watching the episode.
In a bad way.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What would you say is the moral lesson?
Don't be too proud to show your incapabilities.
Okay.
So
being.
So Picard, his pride prevents him from maybe not his incapabilities, but his weaknesses.
Vulnerabilities.
That's the word. Yeah. Vulnerabilities. And the crew fully understand that he's human. Yes, he's Captain Picard, but they fully understand if he needs to go for an operation or whatever. His pride stops him from letting everyone share in that.
Yeah. Which almost cost him his life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I put listen to those around you despite their position. Or their experience may help you make good decisions.
Yeah. Stop shutting them off now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm referring to Riker here.
Yeah.
Who just doesn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, people who have better sense than him. Another thing about ego, I guess. I don't know if they intentionally try to make Riker look like, there you go. But you should listen to them.
You should, yeah.
How many? Is Riker asleep with this episode?
No.
No, he's too busy making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Actually, who was smarter, Riker or the Pakleds?
The Pakleds.
Yeah, they were smarter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the only way the episode could work is for our crew to be a lot more stupid.
Yeah.
Than the Pakleds. Yeah. And then, how many times was Worf denied?
Once on the bridge by Riker.
Yeah.
So.
I got 2.
Okay.
He said deploy shields, and Riker went hold fast.
Yes.
And then he did. And then do we send our chief engineer?
Yeah.
And then he said no, we meant to render aid. So yeah. Would you say that's 2 times?
Yeah.
And I didn't see any weedy security guards. Did you?
No, unfortunately.
No.
It's one of the highlights for me.
Well, not having any weeds.
No, having them.
Having.
That's pure gold. That's pure, like, 90s cheese right there. Love it.
I have to say, out of all the Weeds Q Guard episodes so far, I think the best one of all the episodes we've currently analysed is probably the heart worry one. Which is when the Klingons in the brig.
Yes.
And I think it's the best one so far. I don't know if there's any more later on. I'm sure there probably will be a few episodes.
There's a firefight. Let's go stand in the hallway and see what's going on. Oh, that's what's going on.
Right, let's see what everyone else thought of this episode.
I'd probably give it a 5 out of 5, to be honest.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
We had 49 votes.
Wow.
Poll was up for 2 days. Majority of people, 40%, went for 3 out of 5.
Right.
Decent. Some fun moments, forgettable. Then 4. Good, but not great. Solid TNG episode.
Mm.
I think that's quite. Do you think that's surprising? So
far? No, right. That's kind of what.
Where you?
Yeah, I was doing like, well, I'll do 3.5. I can't decide.
Yeah.
Because like for 3, you've written decent, some fun moments, but forgettable. I'll never forget this episode at all.
No.
Pakleds. And even in my family, it's like it's not
like,
a joke.
It's a joke. The Pakleds. Yeah.
Whenever we say like we're smart or whatever,
you know what you're talking.
My mum will always say, "Oh, we're smart." She won't really remember the episode at all. She knows it's from Star Trek, but we quote that. We're just really smart.
You can't forget that.
No,
the Pakleds are quite memorable as a race, aren't they? And then we got 13%, 2 out of 5. Not the worst, but far from being the best. And then 16% giving it transport into their star.
Yes.
Total guard. No one gave it a 5.
Yes, I guess 3. I'd go with 3.
I think I probably would go to 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm probably between 3 and 2, where you're more between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more critical for some reason. Okay. So, if you've got any smart comments to make, please make them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are also, it'd be extra smart if you could subscribe and also join our Patreon as well.
Yes.
Because that will help us become smarter as well.
Indeed.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you for the next one.
Indeed. See you soon.